Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today is February the 16th, 2017. Please pardon me firsthand for possible noise in the background. It's the wind here. And I'm hoping to speak clearly into the microphone of the video here. I want to start off in prayer. I want to start by pleading the blood of Christ over this message and his children. May we seek comfort knowing that indeed he does have plans for us to prosper and not to harm us. I ask the Lord to guide me through the revelation of this past vision, which I'm going to share with you openly for the first time today, and to declare it according to his will. Perhaps a look into the nearing prophecy to be fulfilled. On February 19th, 2016, the Lord granted me a vision of Pope Francis. I was new in my walk. The Lord showed me in a vision, sitting in my bed in prayer, that the Pope stood facing a crowd, adorned with his pontifical hat, his left hand extended outwards to the crowd. I've learned that there is also a Roman salute, and it is used for fascism. The Lord granted me the words, Pope Francis is calling upon Helgoth. This was, of course, very foreign to me. I took to my phone and typed the notes down real quick when I received this, because it wasn't something that was familiar. I learned that hail, the word hail, H-E-I-L, derives from a chant, or as in Hitler's time, Sieg Heil is known as Hail Victory. And Goth derives from ancient Germanic people, or victory for the Germanic cause, which the Lord had me understand. When I first received this vision and words, I could not obtain the full extent to what the Lord was showing me. I knew that there was pieces to the puzzle that were not intact. And so I sat on it, knowing that one day he would reveal it to us. About 3 days ago, the Lord summoned me. He is now summoning me to share openly for the first time a vision that was given to me a year ago, almost to the date of the vision. It was given to me again, February 19th, 2016. Since then, he has granted me further understanding that it indeed is affiliated with Hitler's interest in AGHARTA, Antarctica. Incidentally, as I started to refer back to my journals, because I could not remember. I knew that it was a while back, but I couldn't remember the exact date, of course. So I went through my journals. I discovered that the Pope visited Antarctica the same month in which the Lord granted me this initial vision in 2016. February 2016. I've just learned that here in the last week. I did not know that because, again, at the time when I was given the vision, I did not understand the full comprehension of the vision, so I just sat on it. Now I'm going to divulge what he has disclosed to me to openly share with all of you, and the research that I've done in the last couple of days to feel comfortable enough to come forward. Antarctica is Earth's southernmost continent, containing the geographic South Pole. It is believed that Hitler was summoned there before World War I. This is crucial, yet interestingly timely, being that our own leaders of this generation, Pope Francis, Kirill of Russia, John Kerry, Obama, Prince Harry, and even Buzz Aldrin, as of recently, have taken such an interest into Antarctica, they've paid visits to it. When it is clear we are on the brink of World War III. The parallels there are undeniable. I found out recently that Buzz Aldrin's experience at Antarctica ended abruptly with having to be evacuated via emergency due to a sudden health scare. Clearly shooken up, he tweeted, "We are all in danger. It is evil itself." Of course, the tweet was immediately removed. These are traceable articles that you can find, but as always, the mainstream media has hushed it. After Hitler's visit and research crew departed from AGHARTA, or Agatha, I should say, which he didn't retreat without having left his mark behind with German-tagged bunkers and buildings. 10 years later, Admiral Byrd from the U.S. Navy announced on February, I'm just noticing this is February again, on February of 1947, just before venturing into a 2,700-kilometer journey across the North Pole. And he said, "I'd like to see the land beyond the pole. That area beyond the pole is the center of the great enigma. The idea that the forbidden kingdom of AGHARTA actually exists was not only said to have been supported by Admiral Byrd, but by other explorers around the world. There was a fascination by other countries regarding what exactly was in the midst of AGHARTA, Antarctica. If you research it, and I do encourage you to research it because it is quite fascinating, it has ties to the Rockefellers as well. And I just found out this morning, and I have not confirmed it, that the Rockefellers actually were the ones that funded Admiral Byrd's trip there. And he was there for over 4 years. So you can learn a lot, obviously, in that kind of area, in that kind of span of time. I've been researching extensively, and I've sought the Lord in counsel throughout this study. When He gives me an assignment, that's what I usually do. I will, if I feel like I'm getting off course, I will literally get to my knees and pray to Him and make sure that I'm on the right track. Throughout this study, to present this according to His will, there has to be a significant reason why the Lord is now confirming this initial vision being a year old. It seems evident that history is not only repeating itself, but also the Lord had previously called my attention, just a week ago actually, to the bottomless pit and its potential location. The Earth's womb, pay attention to this part, this is very interesting. The Earth's womb in Scripture is referenced as the abyss or bottomless pit. The Earth's womb in Scripture is referenced as the abyss or bottomless pit. Scientists, military, and visitors' claims is that there are evident signs of a city frozen in time, sealed perhaps until the appointed time, and it is at the depth of over 3 miles deep, all frozen. In Revelation 9:11, which that's another thing that alerted me this morning, for the watchman on the wall and the maidservants, note the 9:11 scripture we have been prophesying about. We've been seeing 9:11 a lot. In Revelation chapter 9, verse 11, they have as king over them the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek name it is Apollyon. Revelation chapter 17, verse 8, the beast that you saw was and is not and is about to come up out of the abyss and go to destruction, the abomination of desolation, and those who dwell on the earth whose name has not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world will wonder when they see the beast that he was and is not and will come. Last week the Lord granted me a vision dream of the beast rising. I shared that openly with you all. Yesterday, during my research, the Lord downloaded the word avatar in my spirit. Probably from me pondering the thought of why are all of these rich and famous moving to New Zealand in that area. Especially James Cameron, the creator of Avatar. Well, again, the Lord downloaded that word, avatar, in my spirit yesterday while I was in research, which eerily depicts a forbidden kingdom, but a very glorious and quite unbelievable kingdom. Different world. Another interesting exchange is in 2014. This is something that you might already know, but I stumbled upon it in my research. And I remember when it happened, actually, because it did make news, and then they shut it off. They didn't want people to know. Saudi Arabia apparently had commissioned and allowed Putin and his men to transfer what is called the Ark of Gabriel, and guess to where? They transported it to Antarctica. This transfer did not happen without incident. It is said, and it was reported, when they tried to move this biblical artifact, many were mysteriously killed. This was hushed also in the news, but there are traces of articles on this incident occurring. Any of this that I've researched and the Lord has confirmed with me to move along and to present today, you certainly can research it yourselves, and it's accurate. Lastly, the Lord has had me cross-reference in the book of Enoch. There is a clear connection, but I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this because it'll make the video too long. Clearly, brothers and sisters, our redemption is nigh. Stay encouraged in Him daily. You will not fear. When you have the Lord in you, He resides in you daily. You wake up and you think of Him. You go to bed. You put your head down on your pillow and you think about Him. He is on your mind steadily throughout the day. Certainly you are His. You don't have anything to fear. Have no fear, but please also keep yourself guarded. Ephesians chapter 6 verses 10 through 20. The Lord specifically has had me repeatedly voice that version, or that verse. In regards to putting on the full armor of God. We will understand it when it happens, but we must put the full armor of God. Please keep yourself and your families covered in the blood of the Lamb vigilantly. God bless you, and I love you.